Good afternoon. Welcome to Three Swords Gaming. So I am recording this video a little bit outside of my usual recording cadence because when they introduced the most recent patch of Wuling, which is, what is it, like? Well, it's almost like an extra part of 1.2. It's not 1.3. Yeah, it's just an extra part of 1.2, I guess. But this most recent stuff they introduced another playable area, which I cannot get to and cannot do anything with without playing through a short story sequence, hopefully short enough for just one video. So in the interest of kind of advancing this account that I use specifically for videos, I wanted to go ahead and get that story portion knocked out so that I can do things with the account. Now, of course, there's no shortage of things that I can still do, because I don't play on this account nearly as much as my main one. But I did want to get that taken care of, because there is some other stuff. There's the purification zone, or whatever it's called. And look, there's still plenty to do on this map, actually. But I want to get to that. So let's do that. Now, before we do that, there is one other thing that came along with that same point in time. When they introduced this new map region, that was also the date at which this rolled out. The Fest of Brilliance banner, which is a rerun banner, as you can see. Now, everyone should have Ardelia, right? Because you get her for free. So, really, this is like a consolation prize if you're looking for dupes or whatever. And this account already had Poggers, but after doing the stories for Levitane and Gilberta, and if you saw those videos, then you might remember I'm like, I really want Levitane and or Gilberta. So what I'm going to do, I went ahead and I did that, did some polls on that banner. I recorded it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore right at this second, because I went over like what my goals were and my views on responsible gacha playing, and went over all that in the video. So I'm going to insert it right here. We'll just cut to that, and then we'll cut back to this, and we will continue with the story playthrough. So whammy, cut to the gacha thing. Alright, let's pull on the gacha, which is a new thing for this playthrough, right? On this account, I have never pulled for a character specifically. We've done some pulls with the standard pull currency, right? But never gone after a character. While we go through the process of doing that, let's talk a little bit about this particular banner, which is a rerun banner. It's the first rerun banner they've run in this game. And let's also talk about pulling in a gacha game like a grown-ass adult and not like a child, okay? Because I think that's really important to this conversation, and particularly to this banner. But even if we look at like the normal like headline banners or prestige banners or whatever we call these when they have like the current character that they're pushing, this account is completely free to play, right? And so, having never aggressively gone after a character before, having only done the standard banner pulls as we got tickets, we're sitting on quite a bit of currency even as a free-to-play, just because we have been playing long enough and haven't gone after anything. Having said that, I have left a tremendous amount of Aura Barrel, which is this currency here, on the table. There are easily 20,000, which is an important number, because another 20,000 Aura Barrel would bring us to 240 pulls, which means you could successfully go all the way to the 120 and, where is it? 100, well, this one's got 110 left because you get a handful of free pulls on each banner, right? So, 120,000 Aura Barrel is 2 guaranteed pulls of you getting what you want 100% in this game, okay? That is really important. If you are free to play, like absolutely 100% free to play, you are not going to be able to guarantee what you want on every single banner. You should know that. That is a ridiculous notion. You should be able to guarantee getting what you want probably 1 out of 3 banners. Absolutely 1 out of 4. That should be a no-brainer. If you're playing every day, if you're doing your dailies every day, 1 out of 4 banners, you absolutely should be able to get what you want. Probably 1 out of 3. 1 out of 2 would be too big of an ask, and you're certainly not going to get every single character you want. So we did not pull when I very first, because Levitain was the banner character when I very first started this playthrough, and I think by the time I got started recording, she was almost done already. So we clearly did not get Levitain. Of course, we have Ardelia because she was given to everybody. We actually have Poggers here because we got lucky on a standard banner pull and got Poggers. And then we do not have Gilberta, and I found myself wishing that I had pulled for Gilberta. I love both of these characters. That's the point I want to get to. If you are going to responsibly pull as a free-to-play player in a gacha, make sure that you know what you are pulling for and that you go after the character that you want. And if the ratio is, as I believe it is, roughly, I haven't done the math, but roughly 1 out of 3 banners, if you're playing regularly and you're doing all the things in the game as a free-to-play player, you can guarantee the character you want. Then 2 out of 3 characters, you're going to need to assess, I don't like that character well enough, I'm not going to aggressively go after that character, right? You have to be willing to kind of accept that. And so as we look forward, right, right now it's Zhuangfang Yi, and then we believe that Mifu and some like male vampire character are the next 2. So in theory, if I wasn't doing this rerun, I could say, of those 3 characters, which do I like the most? Be guaranteed to get them, whether it's Zhuangfang Yi or Mifu or whoever, and then wait and kind of scope out what it looks like in the future, because at some point I'm going to have to accept there are characters that I'm not going to get. Which on this count, we accepted that with Tong Tong, we accepted it with Yvonne, we accepted it with Rossi, which, when all was said and done, I didn't want Rossi that bad anyway. And I've accepted it on Zhuangfang Yi. I'm not actually that into Zhuangfang Yi, if I'm being completely frank. So, be very realistic with yourself on what you can get and how to budget for that. And you won't be disappointed. If this is all I had, if this was on 0, and this was on 0, and all I was sitting on was 36 pulls here, which it looks like I'm going to have to use these, which is disappointing. I would have actually just preferred to draw directly from the Aura Barrel, but it doesn't matter. If all I had was 36 pulls, and I'm like, oh, I have to get Zhuangfang Yi, or, well, okay, so 27 pulls, got to get Zhuangfang Yi. I'm stupid. That is dumb. I'm wasting 27 pulls on a relatively low chance. I'm not even going to get a guaranteed 6-star, because that's 35 pulls away. I might only end up with 5 stars and have to settle for that. And I get exactly what I deserve when I'm out of pulls and I'm crying and I'm hopping on Reddit and posting about how the game is unfair. I got exactly what I deserved. Instead, I have waited and waited and waited, and I built up currency, and I have these other tickets, and 4 of these came from free, 5 of them came from the exchange. Over here, it's not actually the Arsenal exchange, the quota exchange. I got 5 of those. You can see I did the same thing with Zhuangfang Yi, just to round out that 10 pull. And so, you know, now I'm guaranteed to get at least one of these characters. In fact, I am guaranteed at 120 pulls to get the character that I want. We may not go to 120 pulls. On my main account, I am going to get both Levitain and Gilberta, because I don't have either one. On this account, we will pull until we get either Levitain or Gilberta. I don't feel obligated to get both on an alt account, because we're going to hang on to currency. There are some other characters that are going to be coming out later, like Arcane and one day Lycia, that I'm going to want to be guaranteed to get. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Another quick note, which is less of like a soapbox, like I was just on, and more of just a little bit of a note. I am still due one more free time-limited ticket here. But because I have the time to record today, we're going to go ahead and do the pulls today. And then we'll also pull whichever one we get, we'll pull for the weapon as well, because I have the currency to do that also. And we'll go forward having a new character, and that's exciting on this completely free-to-play account. So, okay, I think I'm done yapping. I just really wanted to address the, like, responsible gacha thing. Not just because I think it's stupid when people get on the Reddit and they're like, I'm quitting this game because it's not fair. No, actually, you're an idiot, and you should probably go play a different game. Go play Genshin, because you are stupid as hell. But also, because these bad habits are the same bad habits that lead people to spend irresponsibly and potentially ultimately push them towards, bad habits that can become a problem, right? Next thing you know, they've spent like $1,500 that they didn't have on a video game or something. That speaks to a bigger issue, but at a minimum, not knowing how to manage, if you want to be free to play and stay free to play and not have irresponsible spending habits, then you need to know how to manage your expectations and pull responsibly, which is what we're going to do because we've done that. Okay, let's go bananas. So the goal here, either Levitain or Gilberta, and we will be happy on this account. We might get it in a 10 pull. Probably not, but maybe. Worst case scenario, we'll pull 120 times just to get one of them. Because we get Ardelia with the 80 attempts to get a 6-star, or along the way we get Poggers or Ardelia. Well, that doesn't help us at all. So worst case scenario, 120 pulls. Best case scenario, we get them on a 10 pull. And like I said, on my main account, the hope is to get both of them. Although, if it takes 120 pulls to get one, then I'm going to stop there. Alright. Whammy. Let's do it. Nothing this one. But we can almost just skip it.
Captain Akakuri.
Yeah, hi Akakuri.
Captain Akakuri.
We got Pam Pam. Cool, man. Yeah, 5 stars.
Why do I have...
So I also, for me personally, when I'm pulling on the gacha, I don't feel... Pam Pam again. I don't feel like this is a complete loss. Because this stuff, for me, there's some value in it, right? Now, don't get me wrong. The devs designed it to work that way. That is specifically, they give you like this weird little currency of when you don't get anything good, that you at least get like a little currency. That is specifically designed to keep you from feeling so bad after a 10 pull or after a pull or whatever the case may be. Still nothing. That you don't just quit the game. I mean, it's basically the bottom line. We got Wolfguard. Which, of course, those are all dupes. Pam Pam, Wolfguard, all dupes.
Catcher.
Oh, now we got our free... So this is an interesting thing because it doesn't count towards the total numbers for guarantees. It's just a free rando chance, which didn't pay off. But also no harm, no foul, because it didn't cost me anything. It doesn't count towards the guarantees. It's a nothing except for some dupes that...
I am eager.
Arknight. I think I needed an Arknight dupe, actually. So if nothing else, well, it's not going to be nothing else, because eventually I will get what I'm pulling for. But if nothing else, we would be, like, getting the dupes that we still needed on a few characters, because I haven't done much pulling on this account. We have plenty of characters where we still benefit from dupes anyway, right? Alright, now we're cutting into our Oro Barrel. Still with nothing to show for it. Again, except for those dupes. Perlica.
Of OPZ-7 reported.
So I will say there is a certain
automation and occasionally help with modifying or repairing.
Oh man, you just keep talking, don't you? There is a certain amount of satisfaction
I have a question for you.
in seeing like the entire animation, which we're not going to watch this time either. We'll watch it when we finally get a 6-star, which is guaranteed in like just a few more pulls.
Why do I have... OPZ-7. Captain Akakuri of Operation Team Z7 reporting in.
And if I'm being real honest,
budget summary and action plan are ready.
it was actually more exciting when I hadn't learned yet that you already know what you're getting at this point. Before I figured that out, watching the little like pods flying from space was actually a little bit more fun. Now I know, you know, within seconds of spending the Oro Barrel whether or not I got anything that's actually useful for me. My daughter has figured that out with the game. She doesn't play Endfield. She plays Wuthering Waves and Genshin and Honkai. Oh, there we go. We got something. And Honkai Star Rail. And she has learned that if the computer takes a moment to download a new asset, that she got a new character. Like, that is the level she's into. And by the way, my whole spiel, I'm just going to keep us all in suspense now. My whole spiel about, like, responsible gacha, like, credit to her, she is very good at that. Because she doesn't have an income. She's forced to be free to play. Unless I'm feeling generous and I throw her 15 bucks every now and then. Which I rarely do. I think I've done it like 3 times. So by and large, she's forced to be free to play. She's forced to learn how to guarantee that she gets characters that she truly, truly wants. And she gets most of her characters on reruns. Because she takes that philosophy. Alright, we got a 6-star. Let's watch the pods rocket to Earth. Oh, there we go. Boom. It's got the 6-star aura. That's fun. I like the animation. I think it's good. Alright, but what was it?
Captain.
And another pan.
Catcher. Up.
Alright.
Hi there.
Hey, we got Gilberta. That is fantastic.
Beautiful memories.
I like Gilberta and Levitain equally. Gilberta is probably more useful for us on this account, if I'm being honest. Because probably I will plug her in where I currently have Ember. And probably that is, like, optimal. Okay, actually, we got her on the guaranteed 6-star. She was the guaranteed 6-star, and that resulted in us getting Gilberta. So that worked out fine. Now, back to my spiel. We had good luck here. We did not have to pull another, 50 times, which would be 25,000 ore barrel. We are currently sitting on enough ore barrel to guarantee another character. It's not going to be Zhuangfang Yi because I'm not interested in Zhuangfang Yi. It's probably not going to be Mifu. We're probably going to hang out and wait like several more months and guarantee Arcane. And when we get Arcane guaranteed, we will still be sitting on like more currency than that probably. And that's how I prefer to do it. Stockpile that currency until you really, really want a character. I am pleased though. We now have Gilberta. So, alright, we'll do this real quick. Turn in all these unnecessary dupes, build up some currency that we can now use for the next time these roll around, right? So the 5 of these that I bought, we just got that back. So no need to complain. Those basically were like free pulls, right? Because what did we just get? I wasn't even paying attention, but I think it was just about 350, wasn't it? And that's what 5 costs, and we just got it back. So no harm, no foul there at all. Okay, we actually don't have... I have so much more weapon currency on my main account. We don't have a ton of weapon currency, but we do have enough. 8 times 2,000, 16,000. We just have enough to guarantee Gilberta's weapon. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do it. We will. Maybe we'll get lucky and we don't have to spend all that. Maybe we will have to spend it. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get her character. We should have enough time... Maybe to stock up another 16,000 or 15,000 and change, almost 16,000 before Arcane rolls around. We'll take a little bit of a gamble on that. Yeah. Come on, we're looking for 6-star weapons here. Nothing. Alright, let's try again. Well, that's not the one I wanted. That's cool though. I think on my main account, I gave this one to Pan. Or Depan, I suppose. Oh. Whammy. Let's see what we got here. Oh, not the right one. I think I have Wolfguard carrying Wedge on my main account. But I could be wrong. I have no idea what the optimal weapons are for most characters. If it's not their signature weapon, I probably don't know because I'm stupid. Well, we got 2 back-to-back. They were back-to-back, weren't they? Were they? Or is that just how they show them on the thing? That actually looks like a real handgun, almost. I mean, that thing is a bit much, but fundamentally, that could pass for an actual handgun. As opposed to a lot of these that would not. That would not, right? Alright, come on, guys. Gonna make me spend all my currency. I think I give that guitar-looking greatsword. Oh, is that it? No, surely not. That's like common. Huh, I haven't noticed that look before. I give all these guitar-looking greatswords on both counts to Snowshine. I don't know if that's the best one for her. It seems to be, from my perspective. What do we got? 4 more to be guaranteed? Oh, that's Shen's sword. I think that one's best for the Fisher guy, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, they're making us work for it. There we go. Okay, it almost took all the pulls, but not quite, and that's cool. We'll hang on to that what is it? 1,980 or whatever. Yeah, we'll hang on to that 1980. That's actually great for us because that is an entire 10 pull closer to when Arcane rolls around. So, all right, I'm pleased. Did I have exceptional luck? I did not, but I had good luck getting her on that mandatory 6-star. That saved me 50 pulls, right? And we saved 10 pulls on the weapons, so no complaints. Okay, so presumably I will say this in the video that I embed this in, but this little segment will be embedded into our next playthrough video when I get around to recording more of the story, but I'm not sure when that's going to be because of my schedule, and I had the time to record this today. And I wanted to pull because it's fun, and because I'm not going to do the pulls on my main account. I'm going to let my daughter do those for me. So I wanted to do this. Selfishly, I chose to do this one myself. So, alright. Awesome. Good times. I am now going to start building Gilberta, and I'm going to leave this right here. I now return you to your regularly scheduled, boring-ass video. Have a good one. Okay, and presumably, I have finished talking about the gacha thing. Because, again, that's all editing and does not require anything of me right now. So, let's continue to move through the story. So if you...
Maybe there's a surprise waiting for us.
Yes, and thank you, Gilberta. So, obviously, now that we finished the part where I cut in the gacha part, you know that I got Gilberta. Not Levitain, but I didn't really want to go as hard as I did on my main account. Where I did get 1 Gilberta, 2 Levitains, and also got Poggers, which I didn't have on my main account. All that on the 120 pulls. So I had better luck on my main, probably because I let my daughter do my pulls for me. Well, not with Poggers. That actually came on the standard banner. But bottom line, she has better luck than I do, and it paid off for me. Yeah, so the story, if you recall correctly, or you know, if you just go back and watch, which is unlikely since I think my videos for that part of the story have like 5 views. We defeated Neferith, but then there was an additional problem of the rift under Wuling, which we also had to resolve after Zhuangfang Yi was like, I'm going to do it myself, and then we were like, nope, you're not, and then we did like a pillar of Originite, and we were standing, or Originium, and we were standing on top of it, and we were like broing it up, and so all that was resolved, and now we're going to advance into this separate little area, which, as I mentioned, is not really part of the main story. This is almost like it's almost a side quest that comes with a map. A long side quest that comes with a map. That's essentially how we can view it. But it's not badly done. It doesn't have the impact of, like, main story in this game. But it's kind of a fun little thing, and I wanted to make sure it was captured. So.
Something lurks.
Oh, wow, look at that. Thanks, Gilberta. That's great. So glad that you're a part of this team.
You got faster.
Wow. Just crushed them. Good job. Ooh. Before we do that, though, there's a thing that needs to be done. So I was actually going to do this recording last night after my daughter went back to her mom's. But there is... Oh, yeah. Look at all... Oh, no. All these shenanigans. A lot of this is from the thing I did last night. To advance in this part of the... And also just some general nonsense in here as well. Oh, wait. Oh, I must have been doing stuff on the other map, too. So the problem with all this is... And see, that won't go in there. Alright, well... We're just going to ruin my system of keeping things separated. Things from certain maps being on certain... inventories. Because what I want to do is we need to bring with us some of this. So I had to produce some of it for and actually I don't think we're going to need the water at any point. Let's bring even more. And bring more of that too. Okay. We're going to need a bunch of that stuff. And I did not have any on this account, so last night when I was fixing to record this, instead I found myself in the factory making sure that I had liquid heavy Zhirnite.
Captain Mifu put me here specifically to keep folks out of this area. Kid, just listen to your old man and turn back, all right?
Is this actually her old man? Like, is she talking to her dad? We'll never know.
But I'm not just some outsider. I've been doing research here for years.
Alright. I actually want to talk about this chick for a second. Because when this new content first was released, I was at work and I hopped on Reddit because I was actually excited to read about what people thought of the banner. I hadn't really given much thought to this little story sequence. I wasn't 100% certain there was going to be a story sequence associated with the new playable area. And there were people on Reddit kind of getting all excited about this character. And she does. She looks fantastic. It's clearly a much simpler design. Highly unlikely that she's a playable character. But she should be, which is what people on Reddit were saying. And I agree. This game has not introduced a 5-star since launch, and they show no indications that they're going to. It's just going to be 6 stars from here on out. That sucks, and is inconsistent with the original Arknights, where there was a variety of characters from now. I don't know if as the original Arknights advanced, because I didn't play it as it was like progressing from year 1 to year 2 to year 3. But currently, jumping into the game now in 2026, which is what I did, there were a mess of characters with a variety of different rarities. There are lots of 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, 6 stars. Does it go up to 6 in the original? I think so. Endfield does not have that. And I think most characters would welcome some of these NPCs simply becoming 5-star playable or 4-star playable characters. Not 5-star. Or even 4 or 5, doesn't matter. All we're getting are 6 stars. Throw this chick in there as, and we'll see a lot more of her than just this, like, unhappy little stance right here. I would happily pull on a banner that offered her as a 4 or 5 star. Happily, and I'm not the only one. She's got a nice model, like, obviously very good looking. We got, like, a little crop top. I like crop tops with long sleeves. That's a cool look. You know, the glasses are cute, but also, like, give us some variety beyond these, like, really snazzy 6 stars, right? Strongly wish that the studio would do that.
Still not happening. The blight inside isn't something you can handle. Once the Tianxia have cleared it out, then you can go back to your research.
But by then, they might already be.
Who's they? Yeah, so that's I actually, you know, like this because now we know where this is going, right? Because this is an anime gacha game. They is going to turn out to be like some animals or some robots or some statues or something that is not people, but okay, fine. Yeah, we're going to play this game. Who is they?
Administrator, what brings you here?
And just to clarify what I just said, I don't mind playing this little game. It's really a trope in like gacha games, but that's cool. I don't mind.
Did you hear about the Blight Tide affecting the test area too? Like I was just saying, the situation here is really bad.
Really bad.
Lu, you're still a Tianxia disciple. Stay put right here, and let the Tianxia and the Administrator handle this.
How is it Tianxia when there's not a single U anywhere in the word? I truly don't understand Chinese.
I can handle it. I know the paths inside well. I know how to avoid the blight. Please, just let me in. I promise. Nothing will go wrong.
Lu, don't make this hard for me. The situation's too risky right now. If something happens to you in there, I really won't be able to explain it.
What am I supposed to do? Blockhead and the others?
I was getting a kick out of this anime thing where like people stick their pointer fingers together like that, because it's not something I've ever seen anyone do in real life. Do people actually do that? Is that a mannerism? I also love Enfield's fascination with like chunky sneakers. It's good aesthetic. She's a good looking character. I would pull for her, like I said. Alright, Lou. What's up, girl? Why do you want to go in so bad? She needs to take care of something. They're in trouble. I can feel how scared they are. They're waiting for me. Wait, did Uncle just call you the Administrator? You're the one from the books. That's amazing. Now I have hope. Don't get your hopes up too high, Lu. I'm Lu Lingzhang. Undoubtedly, I mispronounced that. A Tianxia disciple from the test area. Who are they? Yeah, you haven't answered our question. Who are they? They're my buddies. Right now they're stuck in there. I've got to get them out. You're still kind of being evasive. Just tell me, are they humans? Are they robots? Are they cuddly tiger cubs? Who are they? If I don't get there in time, they'll never make it home. Please, help me out. Just let me in. Okay. We'll talk to your old man here.
Endman? Lu? Don't tell me that you're still...
We'll get her in and out in no time, I promise, old man.
All right, fine. For the Endman's sake, I'll turn a blind eye just this once.
You shouldn't do that, Watchguard, old man. We're gonna blame you if things go wrong.
Really? You mean it?
Honestly, letting you go in alone was a hard no. But with the Administrator on the case, I guess I can make an exception this time.
You've got our word. We'll keep her safe.
All right. How about 1 hour? Any longer and I can't cover for you.
Only one? Can't we please just...
Lu, if you keep haggling, you won't even get the hour.
Yeah, no one to quit, Lu.
Okay. 1 hour it is.
Just a heads up. The blight in this area is no joke. You better make sure you're fully prepped before going in.
And this is the part where on my main account I realized, oh, I have to turn around and make liquid heavy Zhurnite or whatever. Fortunately, on my main account, I had like a couple thousand of both liquid Zhurnite and liquid heavy Zhurnite. I don't know why I thought to do that, but I did already actually have that. Oh, yeah, because they introduced the super active blight in the previous patch. That's why I already had a bunch. Yeah, just a reminder, you can do that. That was, like I said, already in the previous patch. Okay. Yeah, so just to beat a dead horse on this, if you were to really, like, give it some thought and put forth the effort, you could probably come up with 10 NPCs that would make, like,
This
fine
blight is
4
on
stars.
another level. Only liquid heavy Shironite can neutralize this stuff.
Like, I don't think it would be that hard to find 10 NPCs. And that includes, like, is Summit actually going to be a playable character? I'm kind of expecting no, but he should be.
There's still a haunting beauty to this place.
A blight tide flooded the area a few days ago. Everyone had to evacuate immediately. If I wasn't so worried about them, I would never have come back here alone.
Yeah, well, to Chen's point, this is a beautiful map. It is an absolutely beautiful map. And they do more stuff with it later that really, like, makes it awesome. But yeah, also, looks dangerous. Looks dangerous, Lou. Interestingly, they do, in fact, we can probably see it from here. Yeah, right down here across this bridge, there are some more, let's see, is that the cuprium nodes? I think that's cuprium nodes. Cuprium? Cuprium?
Most of this facility was dedicated to researching Tianxia pillars. A few areas like the water treatment sector were just left abandoned because there weren't any active research projects running.
So they introduced some cuprium nodes and some iridium nodes, but no ferium. Still almost no ferium in Wuling. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I get, like, the consistency of, like, geology or something, if that's what they were going for. Like, oh, it, you know, that's how this part of Wuling is. Like, okay, that's cool, man. But also kind of annoying from a gameplay perspective.
Whoa.
Do wish they'd add a little bit
What
more.
are those guys doing here? Some new feature of the test area?
Probably stragglers that wandered in after the blight tide.
Alright, we'll take care of it for you, Lou. We're on it.
Better luck for you, Steph. Another man. Aha! Hey, yeah. Take your right. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. One step earlier. Boys, forward.
Wow, you're all amazing! Just like heroes straight out of a storybook.
Oh, don't go overboard now.
Really pretty.
These Tianxia pillars are very different from the ones outside. Are they a different model? They look more like trees that have taken root here.
These are Type C auxiliary pillars. They support the main Type C Tianxia pillars. The models you saw outside are newer versions, developed based on this research. But unlike other auxiliary pillars, these Type C models require a core module to function. The core modules detach from the pillars on a regular schedule. They then patrol the area for a while before returning. They monitor depth readings during their patrols. If they encounter blight present in a testing environment, they'll initiate elimination protocols on their own.
That was kind of a weird booty shot. I mean, this wasn't adequate. We had to start out with, like, a real up-close look. It's interesting, cinematic design there.
Oh, wow. They can do all that? These core modules are really something.
Right. But then I started getting abnormal depth alerts from them. Their locators also show they've been stuck in an area away from the Type C auxiliary pillars. They must have run into blight they couldn't handle, or some other kind of trouble.
Oh no.
So, you wanted to return to retrieve those core modules?
Perlica figured it out. That's who the they is.
That's right. I've been doing research alongside them the whole time. They're like my partners. They've helped me so much.
This chick's wild, man.
Great. The charging tracks are still intact. The core modules usually patrol along these tracks. Normally a blight barrier like this wouldn't stop them. We trained them to learn all sorts of protocols during testing, and eliminating these barriers was one of them. But the current depth readings are way beyond anything in the normal test parameters. Honestly, I'm really worried about their conditions.
No wonder you were in such a hurry. Let's go find those core modules now.
So these charging tracks are kind of interesting, and you'll get to see that as we kind of move through this.
What happened to the path? It's collapsed.
Yeah, probably the blight. We'll have to go down this way and circle back from the other side.
So I can't help but wonder if these charging tracks are going to be something that pops up again later, like with a factory type thing or something like that.
Blockhead! Oh, there you are, finally!
Oh, it's pretty cute. But I was wondering earlier, who gave it that name?
That was me. Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? All right, Blockhead. You remember how to do your job, right? Good job! Its internal systems are still functional. It's back on the tracks now. It should make it back to the Type C auxiliary pillar without any trouble.
You handled that very deftly. It looks like you must have performed maintenance on these core modules many times before.
Yeah, after working with them for so long, you just sort of pick it up along the way.
Cool.
Nice work! Looks like the barrier elimination function is still online too. Perfect.
Now, having said that about the tracks, there are a number of other things that they've introduced that seem to be kind of one-time use, and we haven't seen much of it again. So, we don't really know. I mean, maybe this will be the last we see of the tracks.
Oh, I think I get it now. This little guy's principle is kind of like a cleaning robot.
Blockhead! You made it home!
Endman?
What's up, Berlica? The way the core module docks with the Type C auxiliary pillar. Oh, is this going to get weird? Oh, God. I choked on my coffee. I'm gonna die.
What is it? Does something seem off?
These Type C auxiliary pillars and their core modules were created before the Endman awakened. In theory, you shouldn't have seen their operation before.
Yep. That's what's so strange. It's not like I've seen it before, it's more like...
Wait a second. The core module? You used Originium Arts to rewrite the entire Type C auxiliary pillar system? You can actually do that? That's incredible! I tried bypassing the permissions before, but the pillars always rejected my access.
Oh, I got exactly what I deserved. made a smart-ass comment and immediately inhaled coffee.
But wait, why did the pillar just eject the core module's kernel to you? Is it because you rewrote the system?
Hey! The path is open! Did the system just come back online?
Perhaps the Endman really does have a unique connection to these Type C auxiliary pillars and core modules.
So, when we get to the next pillar, do you think we could try it again?
Sure.
Just see if it was just a coincidence or...
I'm the Endman. It's never a coincidence. Except when I inhale coffee. That is absolutely... just a coincidence. Would have been funny if I had died while recording. Then my daughter would wonder what happened to me, and then she'd just watch the recording and she would know.
Could that little guy over there be...
That's Scaredy Pants!
Oh, scaredy pants. Okay. Well, let's go rescue scaredy pants.
Hey, get together, people! It's called Scaredy Pants? It's actually trembling.
Take it easy, everyone. It startles really easily.
The tracks in this area seem to be completely destroyed.
Oh no.
Yeah, they were scheduled for renovation.
You okay over there, scaredy pants?
Hey, it's me! Don't run! Oh, we have to catch it. If it keeps panicking like this, it might damage itself.
Silly. Silly robot. Jeez.
Do all the core modules have their own personalities like this?
Well, there's no real scientific basis for it.
Hey! Scaredy Pants! Where do you think you're going?
At times like this, just a gentle pat on its head is all it takes to calm it right down. Oh no, there are water lamps here too.
Oh no.
You guys are amazing. I'm sure you can handle them.
Look, there's a keep off the grass sign, and both the water lamps and Scaredy Cat are on the grass, like just drawing the ire of some Jiangxi manager somewhere.
We are united as one.
Get out of the way, Scaredy Pants.
I pulled it off, right?
You can stop trembling now. We're safe. There, there. It's okay now. You're safe.
So I won't lie, the whole patting it on the head thing did start to wear thin after a little bit.
Cool. That's a massive quill beast. Leave this one to me.
I'll leave it to you then.
Leave it to Chen, guys.
Stick together, people. Leave it to me. Ready to strike. Crystallize. Here's our chance. Who wants to flow? Now, take this. Pick him up. Use this.
No need to be scared. I'll keep you safe.
Hey, Scaredy Pants. Where do you think you're going?
Just breaking stuff. Calm down, Scaredy Pants.
You're there. It's okay now. You're safe.
Oh, don't be scared, little guy. They're just a few bugs. Trust in me. Crystallize. Here's our chance. Battlefield. Ready. One hit. Engage. One hit. Trust in me. Crystallize. An easy victory.
Oh no.
Here's our chance. Battlefield.
Scaredy Pants freezes up the slightest scare. It needs some serious comforting.
And I will do that, Lou, but I gotta talk first. A couple of things about that fight that are interesting to me. So I've been messing around with NTE. It has a certain charm to it, but it's also a real mess. Like, it is not nearly as good a game as Endfield. And I get it. Like, the fans of NTE will take offense to that, say, well, it's the best. And that's fine, because everyone does that with every gacha that they like. But NTE is kind of a mess. There are a couple of interesting things here that I can contrast with that game and point out like some real interesting differences. One, well, that dude had a great entry, but NTE actually does that pretty well, introducing enemies, and like there's some really fun visuals in that game. But two, once it got in here, this area right here became blocked off, and we essentially had an arena here. Which means that the enemy that I was fighting couldn't get stuck behind a wall, wasn't going to run off, wasn't going to do weird stuff. And I didn't see if that area was blocked off too, but I assume it was. So there was essentially just an arena here to fight the enemy in, making the combat enjoyable without having to worry about something jarring and weird happening that would be, one, immersion breaking, but two, that would be frustrating because your ability to effectively engage the content was disrupted, right? And NTE is terrible about that. I am going to do like a little video where I kind of cover my thoughts on NTE. I'm not going to do a playthrough on it because I think the story is kind of terrible, and for very specific reasons. It's also kind of brilliant at times, but it's more often terrible. But I'll probably do a little video just covering it because it is kind of an interesting game. Item number 2, or well 3, because I started out by saying something that was kind of irrelevant, calling it item 1.
Walking upon the land. Can we truly
When you
appreciate
come back
every
to this
breath and
area,
pulse of life?
as a playable area, when we're done with this story sequence, the same enemies are here again. Now, Endfield doesn't always do that, but they do it often enough that it maintains the immersion of the story, because you can come back here and like there will again be one of those cats here. It's actually like kind of sitting right here where I am right now. And it kind of annoys me when games don't do that. Like, if I want to farm that enemy, let me come back here and do that. If it drops a thing, or if it, you know, if I think the fight's interesting or whatever, like, let me enjoy coming back here and fighting that enemy again in the open world, which you can do with that guy I just fought. Now, those are relatively common enemies. They're in a few places. But you understand my point. And it drives me a little bit crazy when games miss, like, little attention to detail, things like that.
Now. We're safe.
And if there's one thing I can definitively say about NTE, and again, I'll have a whole video on this, so I should shut up right now, but NTE is really bad about attention to detail. They're pretty good about attention to detail.
Such a huge detour. Does it actually know where it's going?
They're pretty good about attention to detail in the world they created, but really bad with the actual gameplay. Attention to detail in the actual gameplay is quite poor, if I'm being honest. See, it knew where it was going, Chen. We made it.
Home sweet home. Go on.
Want to give it another try, Inman? See if it jogs your memory any further?
Sure.
Can't believe Scaredy Pants handed its kernel to you, too. It really seems like there's some kind of connection with you. But what could it be?
I haven't the faintest. If only there was a way of us finding out.
Are there any other core modules left around here?
Just one more. But that core module is not very healthy.
Oh my gosh, it's got hepatitis C. You're dealing with this on your own, Lou.
Not very healthy?
Yeah. It burns through energy way too fast. I've tried everything, but nothing's helped improve its efficiency.
Ooh, it must have had a really tough time.
Uh-huh. It's always running on empty. Sluggish. It just can't cope with normal operating conditions. So I gave it a name. I call it Sniffles. I just hope it's holding up okay.
Alright, let's go find Sniffles. Goofy little thing.
People say that the essence shall reveal itself. Is there something?
Ah! The entrance controls are over there!
So I'm very confident that we have enough of the liquid heavy Gironite for this story. Like, shouldn't even be a question. Like we get 500, 600 and change. But I don't know if I have enough for exploring the map after the story. That might remain to be seen. And I don't remember if there's a core for this part or... Oh yeah, there is. Okay. There are a few spots, like in the open world map, where you just have to clear it all out. Where there's not a core, and you just make it all go away. I think we might have already seen that with,
Maybe there's a surprise waiting for us.
Oh, did you see something? What did you see? Ah, yeah, there's some... whatchamacallit over there. Alright, I guess we'll,
This feels familiar.
Cool. Why does it feel familiar? I guess because we grabbed a whole bunch of them. Is that why? Oh no, its energy is critically low. It's alright, we're here to help you, Sniffles. The charging tracks are mostly intact. If we can just activate the energy panel system, Sniffles should be able to make its way on its own. But how do we do that? Oh, good. It's going to tell us. So just spray it with liquid Gironite. Right.
The only way to reactivate them is with liquid Gironite.
Alright. Let me see what I can do, Luke. That's why we brought the regular liquid Gironite. Because we just have to spray it on the ground, and I didn't want to use the heavy for that. And also because they give us extra here, so it just works out nicely. I guess in theory, they give us enough for everything we need to do as far as the...
Every single panel here is dead. I'm really sorry to trouble you, but can you help me?
Yes, I will help you. Oh, we have to do it from here. They don't give you the heavy Gironite that you need, but they do give you the regular stuff. I'm straight up about to fall in that water if I'm not careful.
Sniffle squeezed through there.
Enman, look! There's a dichromolite here, too.
Oh, goody.
You've used them before? We use dichromolites to control the Sharonite blocks.
Caught it before it flew away.
Alright, who just jumped in the water? Looks like Perlica and Gilberta. Girls, it's not what we're here for.
Sniffles is blocked by a Sharonite block.
It seems we'll need to clear the blight on it first.
So it seems. Oh, yeah. That got me last time, too. There it is.
Piece of cake.
Can you imagine making it almost all the way through the story and then not quite having enough liquid Sharonite? Now, I suppose you could, without leaving the instance, you could go back to one of the little waypoint things and get more if you had it in your inventory or in your storage. So I guess it wouldn't be a crisis unless you just truly ran out.
Light here is spreading out of control, too. It's practically choking the charging tracks.
Right. Let's locate the blight core as quickly as possible.
Try and Perlica. Oh, goody.
something seems to warrant closer scrutiny.
Let's go check it out.
Later, Gilberta. Later.
That should do it, right?
Yes, and we're almost at the 1 hour time limit.
I too am almost at my 1 hour time limit. In fact, with the gacha pulls that I'm going to cut in, I bet we're already at an hour.
Then we'd better get out fast before the watch guard.
Wait, everyone, look!
It's beautiful.
And I agree. I think that is a really cool little sequence there that they do. And I feel like they did a really good job of the graphical effects in addition to the cool concept.
It's like they've all woken up.
This area is called the Meridian Grids. It simulates cultivation environments for aquatic plants. When I first started my research, this is where I completed my initial experiments. But I was only using one plot back then, so I only ever saw a tiny corner of it. Wow, I never imagined the Meridian Grids would look this magnificent when fully activated.
Something's wrong.
Oh no. The core module kernels are reacting.
Oh no, you don't think the main Type C Tianxia pillars are malfunctioning, do you?
Probably. Sorry.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Let's go take a look. Perlica, Chen, Gilberta. Where is Gilberta this whole time? I mean, obviously I know. It always shows the three of them with a story. But that's also why I keep the three of them on the team. Is because that is most gratifying for me on a story playthrough.
But its control panel is in the testing zone. We have no idea what the situation is over there.
It'll be fine. I'm sure your dad won't mind.
Don't worry. It's the Endman we're talking about. It'll be fine.
See? Even Chen said it. It'll be fine.
You can wait for us outside if you prefer.
Dang, Perlica.
No. The core modules are so deeply linked to the Type C Tianxia pillars. As their primary researcher, I can't just stand by and do nothing.
Well, bring those chonky sneakers and let's get going. Stick close to us.
Got it. I'll do my best not to slow you down.
Yeah, see to it that you don't.
Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Wait. If you're leading the way, then I guess we're on your pace, which means you can't slow us down. Okay. So I'm tempted to stop the video here. This is a very logical, stopping point. But I don't think we're going to do that, because I just want to get this done. Oh, man, but there's a whole bunch inside of there. Okay, we'll do a quick video. I'm going to continue to play through, but we'll do a video break here. So, Hocus Pocus, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to wrap this video right here. When we come back, we're going to finish unlocking the testing area. Thank you, and you have a good evening. And welcome back to Three Swords Gaming. We are going to continue advancing through the test area here as we're hanging out with Lou and our little team, Perlica, Chen, and although not in the cutscenes, Gilberta, because I am so happy that I pulled Gilberta. A little disappointed we didn't get Levitane, but that is okay because we got Gilberta, and she is best girl. I mean, Tong Tong's probably best girl, but it's okay. All right, Lou, let's go. We want to take care of this business with the testing area.
If the situation wasn't so urgent, I'd love to stay and enjoy the view a little longer.
Oh no, the path.
The Type C Tianxia pillar is a massive installation. The part you see above ground is only a section of it. The main control panel is in the testing zone below.
That doesn't sound good. We need to hurry.
We do need to
Look
hurry.
on the bright side. We must be getting close to the source of the trouble.
I mean, I guess that's a bright side. There's one way of looking at it.
Ah, you're really optimistic.
Yeah, she's a whole experience, Lou, let me tell you.
Me? Wait, you sure about this way?
Yeah, it'll be fine, Chen.
Seems like the only way forward.
Stick together, people! You're hiding Crystallize! Support ready. Here's our countdown! Hey, yes! Take it up! What's this? Leave it to me! Ready to strike!
We made another step forward, Endfielders.
Best
Good job,
thing I've done
infielders.
today. An easy victory. Oh, jeez. Where's all this high-pressure steam coming from? Watch out, everyone.
The pipe is ruptured. This area's been affected too.
Oh no. Stick with us, Lou. Everything will be fine. We just gotta kill some snails.
Verify and report personal status, team.
Yeah. Now continue on burning. Take your end. Hey, leave it to me. My turn.
We made another step forward, Endfielders.
Violence is never our objective. Let's press forward.
Whoop. I should pay more attention to where I'm going. My bad, guys. I don't know. You know, if this only takes like 20 minutes or something, then maybe I'll just keep it all in one video. I never actually stopped recording, so it's not that big a deal. If it takes 45, then I guess it's 2 videos. I don't remember how long this actually takes, because I remembered this puzzle portion is taking like, you know, it felt tremendously long the first time I went through it, and now that I'm like advancing through it, I'm starting to question whether or not it was actually like that long at all. I feel like we might only be like 5 more minutes away from being done with it. Yeah, we don't actually have to. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll do this, even though it's unnecessary. All right, cool. I don't know why I'm all hung up on that. It's filler. It's filler for this video. It's gonna be its own video. I don't think it is actually.
Sounds like a howler beast.
I've seen it in the bestiary. I think its name is Sky Drummer. It's a really vicious creature.
Ooh. Voice actor did a really good job of like sounding a little freaked out there. I mean, it's over the top, it's melodramatic, but this is an anime open world gacha, like, so that's fine. It's significantly better voice acting, significantly better voice acting than like NTE. That's one of the things that kills the story in NTE is atrocious voice acting. And it's not that they're always bad; it's their tone is bad. I genuinely think the lines were sent to voice actors without the appropriate context, and that's the problem with that game, or a problem with that game.
Sky Drummer? It does look pretty puffed up.
Those animations are good too. Look at it in the background, like that's. I think that's pretty good. And the model's really good. Like I think they did a really good job on Sky Drummer.
Any of you scared? It looks seriously dangerous.
Well, the adversaries we usually face tend to be far more formidable.
I love that Perlica says that because then if the player turns around and dies to Sky Drummer, which we might, who can say? I mean, I found Sky Drummer, at least on my main account, to be pretty easy actually. But it'd be great for Perlica to say that and then the player to immediately turn around and just get crushed.
Whoa, did it hear us? What's with all the racket?
Alright, Sky Drummer. Oh, I thought I dodged that.
Much better now.
Your end awaits. Cleave now and cut. Target locked. Fire. Let's flip the world. There, all done. It won't be bothering us for a while.
You three? Were you trying to get here?
The design logic behind every module in here, it all feels familiar to me.
Familiar? But you were still sleeping when these were made, weren't you?
Cut me some slack, Chen. I sleep a lot.
Perhaps the person who created them had access to the research notes the Unmen left behind.
Huh? So you're saying the reason it feels familiar is because they built it based on the Endmen's own ideas?
Based on isn't quite accurate. It's more that they referenced the Endmen's foundational concepts and applied them within their own designs.
Endman is very pleased with herself. That should do the trick.
Huh? What should do the trick?
Poor Chen.
Huh? What's going on? Wait for me!
Type C Tianchi pillar is back online. Why is Lu all worn out? Did we run up here, or what's the deal?
What? How did you do that?
Magic. I examined its entire Originium circuit layout. The kernels were always part of the Type C Tianchi pillar.
Then why did the Tianshu who built it go through the trouble of taking them out in the first place?
Now that you mention it, I think I remember my senior saying something about that.
Oh?
Back then, the Type C Tianshu pillar was designed based on the marker stone. It was originally meant to be a standalone unit, with no auxiliary devices planned.
The original structure of the Type C Tianchi pillar was unstable.
Perhaps the Tianxia chose to extract the 3 kernels precisely to resolve that instability.
Oh, you're onto something, Perlica.
Then modified them into core modules and added the Type C auxiliary pillars to create a cooperative system.
So the Endmen actually realized the optimal solution our seniors couldn't achieve. Perfected the Type C Tianshu pillar structure? That's incredible!
It's the power of a sweater dress. It's all thanks to you, Lu.
Thanks to me?
Yep.
Yes, thanks to you. It's down to your determination to rescue the core modules that the Endmen could perfect the pillar's design.
Oh, Lou! Look over there! If you hadn't insisted on coming back, none of this would have happened, would it?
This is amazing! I'm so happy today. So happy I could run 10 experiments back to back.
A gentle sun and a fair wind as spring returns to the land. It truly is a beautiful sight.
The job's done, Enmin. Guess it's time for us to head back.
Just about. But not quite. And it does look like this is going to end up being one video, so apologies for the weirdness in the middle where I tried to make it 2 videos. Pretty uncomfortable. Although, let's see. Is the thing... Oh, the thing is there. Okay, so this was one of the big reasons I wanted to get this done. There's another depot node here. More than anything else. Because what we're about to chase What's-Her-Face down to unlock wasn't actually my primary reason for doing this. Although it is potentially useful. I gotta sort through to my main account before I do it on this account. But I'm mostly...
Now Blockhead and the others have a new home. And I won't be getting woken up by alarms in the middle of the night anymore.
Hey, isn't that...
Sorry to scare you, Pops. I heard the commotion from outside and rushed in to check on you. What happened? Thank goodness the Blight Tide didn't wreck this place. I mean, it kind of did. Takes me back. We used to have a few Tianchi disciples like you, tinkering with some water treatment systems right here. Shame, they seemed to run into some major roadblock later on. They never managed to solve it in the end. Had to give up. This place just fell quiet ever since. What? Water treatment system? You mean... Could you be talking about the purification node my seniors were researching back then? Beats me. But rather than listening to me, why not see for yourself? Okie dokie. Lou finds a large collection of research materials and design... Well... It really was them. What a shame. They were so close. Enmin, I want to try. While I was looking through these records, I got some ideas. I might be able to fulfill my seniors' wish. We can't let their hard work go to waste. We believe in you, Lou. a while later. Good thing the materials here were so well stocked. I actually made it. Look, Enman. This is it, the purification node my seniors wanted to create. Whammy. Alright, purification node. Yep, so if we move all of our sewage here, instead of just pumping it into the earth, which I suppose is not a good thing to do anyway, then it will purify it, but also when you advance it far enough, which it doesn't appear to cover here.
Water treatment system. You really built it?
Yep, just now, magically, while we were literally standing here.
Yep, all done. The purification node is up and running. I'll write up a report for Tianshi Zhuang immediately. I'll tell her the Type C Tianshi pillar is operational again, and that the water treatment sector can finally serve its true purpose.
Man, Lou, you're gonna be hero of the people. That's amazing.
Once all the devices are repaired, the test area should be ready for full operation again. Peach blossoms everywhere. Today really is a wonderful day. We accomplished something truly remarkable.
Perhaps you could name this project, Lou.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you.
That's right. You name it. If the Enman says so.
Yep, because Emman's in charge. Never forget it, Chen.
Since you've chosen to carry this legacy forward, I can think of no one more fitting to give it its name.
Then, Enman, do you have any suggestions? I'm not really good at naming things.
So, I am a little curious what happens if we choose Dumpster Diver. I chose Spring Return on my playthrough on my main account. You know what? Let's live for chaos. Dumpster Diver it is.
The core modules would definitely love a name like that.
Oh, really?
I'll always remember this name. And I'll make sure to tell the story behind it to everyone who comes here.
Okay, so that's the exact same thing she says if you choose, like, a reasonable name.
Thank you. Every one of you.
I would have appreciated a little bit more if they gave her some alternative dialogue for Dumpster Diver, but okay. Cool. And that is it. It's going to take us through this little thing real quick. Yes. Got it. Okay. Can we be done with this now? Cool. So the rest of this I will worry about, like, not on camera because it doesn't need to be. But basically, once you get this thing fully upgraded, there are 3 inlets for sewage. There's a 4th thing, which is an outlet for zircon effluents, which you can then use to, you know, make like the fancy batteries and stuff. So all good things there. Okay, so we decided to just cram what might have been 2 videos worth of stuff into 1 video. We got through it okay, and we are going to wrap it up here. Again, apologies for the false stop. Gilberto, you're so cute. In the middle of the video, I thought this portion lasted a little bit longer. It did not. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Hopefully this story, even though it's not really a substantive part of the main storyline, I did find it to be enjoyable, and honestly enjoyed it a bit on my second playthrough as well. And hopefully the Gacha thing was a bit interesting as well, even if a little bit preachy. And presumably when we come back, we'll be getting into 1.3, because I'm unaware of anything else between now and then that will actually merit a video. So, thank you very much, and I hope you have a good evening. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Later.
They gave